so I just wanted to have the chance to explain. Okay, so don't take this as me being angry with you, but you need to know part of what's going on. So a few weeks ago, as soon as I got back from Canberra, I came straight out to talk to you. A few of you came in and explained the different situations, and I'm very grateful for what you explained. And a lot of you have explained as well that these cases have gone back 10 years, 11 years, some people 14 years. I've got my department looking at it, going through the full composition of the caseload. But it's not something I'm going to be able to fix in a few days. But you came and met with me in good faith, and I'm acting in good faith. Until I can give you a definite undertaking of that outcome, I'm not going to give, anything I give you a commitment to will be my word, and I'll keep to it. And the commitment I've given at the moment is we're working through it, we're looking at it in good faith, okay? But what you need to understand, in this local area, up there in the units, there are people who work shift work. The only chance they have to sleep is during the day. Every hour, you wake them. Every single hour with that drum and with the chanting. They now haven't had a proper day's sleep, except for weekends, for 3 weeks. That's not fair for them. What's happened is between you and the Australian government for many years, but it's not their fault. They're good people living up there. And they're, no, please.
Let him speak, please.
Please.
Please, don't interrupt.
I'm trying to treat you with complete respect.
I'm not bad boy.
No, and that's why.
Good.
That's
all
why.
of us good, man.
That's why I said the introduction. I don't think you know that this is the impact that you're having. Okay. Similarly, just behind us there are courses that are run in a cooking course for young people with disabilities. They've had to stop the courses because of the drums and the chanting and the noise, because it's freaking the kids out. And I know that's not what you intend. You're wanting to come together and make sure that I hear you. That's what you're intending.
Yep.
But that's been happening for them, and it's not their fault. On Friday afternoon, there's a mosque just on the other side of this block. They could hear the drumming and the chanting while they were trying to have Friday prayers. And what's happened in your lives is not their fault. So I understand you want to protest, I understand you want to have a presence. But what I want you to know is I have approached you in good faith. I've been in this job for only a few weeks, and you've asked me to deal with cases. There's something like 10,000 of them that have been around for years. I've given you my word, I'm working through them, and I am. But I need to ask you, because I'm not just the minister who's responsible, I'm also the representative for the people who live here. And at the moment, the way you've been protesting has been really hurting a whole lot of the people where it's my job to protect them too. So with the signs and the protests and all of that, I hear that. But what's starting to happen in the community is some people have got so angry at the noise and the disruption to their lives. Some of the businesses here, they're just trying to make a living. But some people who live around are starting to say to me, don't you do anything for those people because they're wrecking my life. Now that's not the outcome you want. It's not what I want people to be telling me. So, and I'm not blaming you, because this is the first time that I've explained it to you. But when we had the meeting inside my office, I mentioned at that point that the chanting had stopped, and I said thank you to those people for the chanting stopping. Since that time, at the same time that you've been wanting to say, please, can you have a life living here safely in Australia, the people around you have been saying their lives have been made unlivable. As I said, I know that's not what you intended, but I do need to truly ask you. You want me to show respect to you, and I believe I'm doing that. I'm asking you now, please show respect to the people who live here. This is not a wealthy area. These are good people who live here. The people who live here, many of them have histories and stories similar to your own. So please talk amongst yourselves, work out how you want to protest into the future. But I do need to let you know, this method of protest doesn't show enough respect to the people who live here, and it's not helping your cause. As I say, I've heard your cases. There are now thousands that we are working through. I cannot give you an undertaking because I'm not going to lie. When I give you an undertaking, I will keep to my word. And at the moment, the only undertaking I can give is there's an extraordinary number of cases I spoke to my department again about them today. I'm talking about them again tomorrow. But my office has had people in there who've been talking to us about people who've fled Palestine, and we can't hear each other talking. There are other people who also need my help, and I want you to show respect for them as well. I'll leave it at that, and I understand completely, as you said, you didn't know that this was the impact of the way you were protesting, but it's how it's being felt, and I need to ask for your help too. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Great.